Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the Dungeons of Hinterberg playtest. I don't know how long it's going to be going on for, but it's available for the moment, so I'm just going to dive in and check it out. It's a game I've been looking forward to for a while, specifically because it's like, I think you're supposed to be like in kind of a weird futuristic, I want to say it's a little bit more Scandinavian, but no, that taxi driver's on the left side, so who knows. But yeah, you're on like a summer vacation, and you're doing dungeon crawling in the countryside, which is, I'm not sure how that functions in this world, but it sounds kind of cool. So, when I was 5, my parents took me to a botanical garden an hour's drive from Vienna. Right in the middle of it, there was a fenced-off cave. 20 years later, I still remember it vividly. Because a witch dwelled there. My dad laughed and said my imagination was playing tricks on me. My witch was just a shadow. But no matter what I said, no matter what he said, I would not be convinced. The cave was special. When I was a kid, every new place we went to was special. Everything had this wild sense of mystery and adventure. I miss that. So, first-time Slayer, or have you stayed with us before? Lately, nothing in my life has felt particularly adventurous. Long days at the office, blending into one another. Short weekends spent on the couch doing nothing but recovering from work stress. This is your first time. If this is your first time, you must see our spa. Recently reopened. That's gonna change here. There's no place in the world more special than Hinterberg. Alright, this is already extremely charming. "25 magical dungeons right in the middle of the Alps. The media called it an elaborate hoax at first, then a mass hallucination. But here we are, and this is real. This is where I'll be staying for the next few weeks. This is where I don't have to be a junior at a law firm for a little while. I should go check in." Okay, this has got a little bit more dialogue than I thought it was going to be, so I'm going to tag in somebody that's a little bit better than I am at girl voices.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. The air inside the guest house smells of heavy wood. There's a hint of fur-scented air freshener.
Oh, we're not clicked into the game. I was like, why is it not taking my input?
I'm instantly taken back to every skiing holiday I've had as a kid. Welcome to Hinterberg, Fraulein. Louisa Dorfer. Ah, of course. Room 102. Oh, so she's saying Lisa Dorfer is her own name?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And is this supposed to be Vienna by the Alps?
Honestly, I think it might be more Swiss. I don't know if...
Oh, so, well, I mean, yeah, the countries are so close together in Europe that an hour's drive could take you into another country.
I just don't remember if Austria really has much connection to the Alps. Maybe it does?
I'm seeing Österreichs Kusch?
Yeah, it could be. No, you're right. Actually, the entire southwestern border of Austria is the Alps. Because it's Austria, Italy, Switzerland, and France that are connected to the Alps. So yeah, this is probably like, I mean, if I had to guess, somewhere like around Innsbruck or somewhere further. Not sure.
My phone doesn't get any reception here. Will it work in my room? Ah, did you get the brochure right? There's no cell reception around Hinterberg. No internet either, I'm afraid. A side effect of the magic. Good. I won't be reading my work mail here. Ah, I like it how they have like little, it's the...
Ben-Day dots.
The thought bubble bumps.
Oh,
For when she's thinking to herself as opposed to when dialogue is being spoken. It's
Also
the flat lines. Definitely a comic book feel. We're still preparing your room, Fräulein Dorfer. Should be about half an hour. Actually, I can't wait to get out there and start slaying monsters. What's a good place to go? Oh, very well. Let me phone Klaus. He's our resident trainer. He'll take you to our beginner's dungeon. So you can do great, or I was hoping for something more advanced. Okay. That sounds great.
I'll leave the advanced dungeon for once the game actually comes out.
Let me call Tourist Info. I'll have this sorted out for you in a minute. Can you imagine people just going to a town and saying, hey, I'm going to go out monster slaying. And everyone's just like, oh, well, hello, young girl. Hope you survive.
I think the whole town's kind of based around it. Like the little bit of dialogue before I grabbed you was, it was like 25 dungeons all kind of in a single valley in the Alps. And originally people called it a hoax and then like a conspiracy theory or something like that. And so I think the people here are just like super used to it. And it's kind of become a tourist industry.
I suppose whenever there's a sci-fi or fantasy world that centers around an industry like this,
they're always so cavalier.
Well, you have these big, like, taverns with a big, like, hulky men going, oh, yeah, we're going to go slay monsters. And this is just so...
casual. And it's giving me kind of boyfriend dungeon vibes. And I like that.
It's just so odd to think of... And yeah, what's the death rate for hunters?
Who knows? Maybe they have good rescue services.
Oh, maybe. Klaus will be waiting for you at tourist info. Let me mark his location on your map for you.
Klaus is there. It's that waypoint.
The fastest way is through there. Just take the path to the right, and you'll be there in no time. Nice of Klaus to make an appointment on such short notice. Have a lovely stay, Fräulein.
One mild complaint, and this is just entirely me. Oh.
Please head straight for tourist info. Just take the path down there. That's the fastest way. Oh, they're just putting you on rails?
I'm a little disappointed to see the quantity of cars. It feels like this would be one of those places where you almost have like a parking garage at the entry of the valley and then give everybody a bike. Oh, I see. So it's not like a big explorable areas. It's kind of a series of zones.
Well, hey, why don't you talk to that person by the map?
Person.
First day, huh? I kind of envy you. Wish I could see all of this for the first time again. You'll want to head to town to tourist info. It's right down there.
But I see a backpack. Oh, wait, no, this is somebody's campsite.
Ah.
Huh.
Someone who isn't staying at the hotel.
Yeah, I suppose so. Our character is supposed to be like...
premium weapons. Yeah, I want to take a look at everything just to see. It.
Wait. Don't tell me. You're here to get your sleigh on too, yeah? The beginner dungeon, have you been? That place is temperate. The trainer's a massive frown bear, though. Gave me this huge lecture about taking selfies with monsters. Anyway, tourist info, yeah? You want to go? You should go. Just down the road.
People would take selfies with monsters, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. So we can buy tankware, slave vector, body armor. Oh, these have got silly names. But we also have no money, so there's no point. Spellbound smithy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's just...
Yep, there's tourist information.
Fraulein Louisa, right? How do you do? I'm Klaus.
Oh. Klaus Hornbacher. About as famous as an alpinist gets. He used to have a TV segment on underappreciated hiking trails. So, we have tips about slaying, or I remember you from TV. I know you, Klaus. I used to watch your TV show.
All right, we're going to take it nice and slow today. I'll be right behind you, but I need you alert and aware of your surroundings. No matter what they say in the brochure, this is a dangerous sport. Are we clear on that?
Yep, I trained for this. I took a sword fighting class.
Good, that's what I wanted to hear. Our first dungeon is on Empress CC Promenade. There's going to be a couple of monsters before we get to the portal. Ready to go in? Let's go. The guy doesn't like the fact, or doesn't like acknowledging his TV show. Interesting.
No, he did not. I almost wonder if it's a thing, well, it was about hiking, wasn't it?
Yeah. Listen, those kobolds will attack you as soon as you get close enough. I'll be here spotting you. Any questions? Are they sentient?
Yeah, I'm worried about that. Are they sentient? What exactly are these monsters? Are they intelligent?
Fascinating, aren't they? They always make me think of creatures from old fairy tales. The government ran all kinds of studies and experiments when they first appeared. They possess a crude intelligence, but no emotions and no memory whatsoever. They're not sentient, if that's what you're asking.
Really? Not sentient? Though they're capable of making weapons and wearing skulls as ornamentation.
Or maybe they just kind of spawned with those? I don't know.
Are they dangerous?
A lot of them can be if you're inexperienced or careless. As long as you take them seriously, these particular monsters here shouldn't be much of a threat.
I'm ready.
Good, let's see how you handle a sword. Light attack, heavy attack. Heavy attacks take more commitment and precision, but they do a lot more damage and can knock down enemies. Whee! Nicely done. It's good to see you can handle yourself. Let's move on, alright?
And what are those?
Creepy.
Globules?
See those blobs of goo? They refill your health. Hit them with your sword, you'll feel the effects immediately. That seems risky.
People just accept this goo?
Word of advice, most first-timers keep wailing on these creatures until they plop. Try practicing your dodge while you fight them. It'll be useful down the road. Well-timed dodge keeps you out of the hospital. Okay, keep an eye on your stamina bar. So
It's also a little loud, I should say.
oh, you know what? I have it turned down on my headphones. So you were saying Hinterberg day 1 noon. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder if you'll have different campaigns or quests
I'm sure
along the days.
I'm sure there's a story. I'm curious if it's
And you can get magic attack and defense.
yeah. I will definitely have to try for like oh. It's running in fear. I really like the fact that
And I thought they couldn't experience emotions.
I like the fact that we will like actually do a slide to get closer to them for the attack to clear the distance. That feels really good to me. Very good, Louisa. A lot of new slayers forget how important these basics are once they learn their first set of magic spells. Your physical attacks and dodging monster attacks will always be essential. Keep practicing them.
So people like eschewing it for magic.
I mean,
Magic's cool.
yeah.
I always favor magic user classes in games.
Will you look at that? A treasure chest. That's convenient.
What a random spot.
I know, isn't it? What are you waiting for? Go on, open it. Not bad. 500 Hinterbucks.
Hinterbucks. Oh. You don't use euros here?
Not for potions, slaying gear, and such. Mayor Wagner has introduced her own currency to level the playing field for all adventurers who stay with us. Don't worry, the restaurants still happily take credit cards. Let's move on. The dungeon is right behind the corner.
Don't you notice how they have just flower planters all the way up?
Yeah. This is it, your first dungeon portal. I'll go in right behind you. Got your dungeon stamp book, right? Your goal is to reach the exit and get your stamp. Can't stress this enough. Once you reach the exit, get your book stamped. Exit portal won't activate until you do. Any questions?
What's it like inside? What can I expect inside this portal?
Look, I don't know what you expect me to say. I'm sure you've read the accounts in the magazines. In the end, it's something else. I think it's beautiful and strange. You just make up your own mind, okay?
What are these portals like? Are they safe?
You'll feel a searing heat as they teleport you in and out of the dungeon. It's normal. You get used to it. You're asking about long-term side effects. There aren't any studies.
Uh-oh.
You can still turn back if you'd rather.
I'm not turning back. I'm going in.
All right, once you're through, I'll go through as well.
An otherworldly heat emanates from the portal. Am I really ready to do this?
Yup. Time will advance. So I guess there's some level of time management. Probably kind of Persona style. But I wonder if there's a limited amount of time that you can,
achieve certain goals.
Yeah, because she's here on
could...
break on a vacation, so maybe she only has so many days.
This is something else, all right. To think that just yesterday, I was sitting at my office desk, wanting to be so much to be somewhere different. Be someone different. This is as different as it could ever get. Is Klaus still coming? It's been a while now. Maybe I should go have a look around on my own. They even have benches and such here. I suppose they don't anticipate monsters will come here too. And look, there's even a trash can.
Yeah. I wonder how much of it is like
Whoa,
intentionally.
whoa, whoa. Why is there one on the wall?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder how much of this is intentionally designed and how much of this is actually just the dungeon being weird.
Yeah, there's stuff floating in the air too. Oh,
Louisa, here. You're right, the dungeon looks different from normal. The portal didn't spit me out in the usual place either. You be careful, okay? I'll try to meet you further up ahead.
well, that sounds like a plot point.
Plot point.
Things are going awry. Maybe you'll have to save some people that have gotten stuck in portals, or...
Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so what do we got here? Hibs?
Hinterbugs.
Hibs. The question is why Hinterbucks? I think it would have almost been interesting if it was like,
Well, they called it Hinterberg, so...
Yeah, but, okay. How are there Hinterbucks in the dungeon? Unless somebody's putting them there, which seems silly. It would almost make sense if there was like some other currency or resource that you're converting into Hinterbucks. If that
Knowing
makes sense.
this town, I would say, people just find these coins in the dungeon, so we decided to call them Hinterbucks.
That's probably going to be the actual lore explanation. What the hell?
I think that's supposed to be foreshadowing.
Yeah,
like
I think that's
troll.
probably going to be whatever the boss is. I like the fact that her sword is the Supercut 2.0.
The funny thing is, it looks like it has an umbrella handle.
Oh, kind of, yeah. It's definitely a more ergonomic grip, but I think it's not. I think it is supposed to be somewhat of a fancy, modern-y sword. Very much not your standard, weapon. This is like it's sports tech.
Yeah, you know how they were referring to hiking and such? Even her gear resembles hiking gear.
Yeah.
You know how it's always bright colored and
Yeah.
tailored in a particular fashion?
Absolutely.
And you can get whole matching sets.
It's a commitment to an aesthetic that I have to appreciate. Over here, still haven't found a way to get down to you. There's a couple of jumps ahead, but you'll be able to handle those, no problem.
Jumping
Okay.
and climbing. Oh, what's that floating over there?
A car. A bench,
No?
a car.
Yeah, a bench, a car. Wow. I think you'll have to jump.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so I think the answer is just hold A as you're approaching it. And it'll trigger.
Uh-oh. There's a rumbling going on.
Did you feel that? The ground shaking. This doesn't feel right. We should press on. Be careful, okay?
Ooh. A tougher kobold, perhaps?
Yeah, sort of, but it has a weird mask on. Like, ow.
Yeah, it looks like an old man. With a pointed hat.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
Had
inside
like
the
a bag too. I like that music. This is one of those games. I don't know how long I've been following the developers for, but it's one of those that I've had them on kind of my follow list for a while because it just has such a like unique aesthetic.
Do you have to do it to
Oh.
go up those? Or
No, I bet I have to break these. Yeah, they were lifting it
they're
up.
holding it up. Isn't it ominous that it looks like the goo that you use to heal?
Yeah. Having played Bug Snacks, every time you're like using weird foreign objects to heal,
It's a resource of some sort. Yeah, look at it.
Like it makes me uncomfortable because in Bug Snacks, like your body parts were being replaced kind of by the Bug Snacks.
At which point are you really you anymore?
Well, yeah, and that was kind of the implication, especially because like at a later date you realize it's a weird hive mind creature.
Oh,
Yeah,
wonderful. And people are just letting this stuff into them.
And like one of the characters was actively trying to like, I think they cut a leg off and replaced it with a bug snack, and it was just like, It was an interesting plot point, but also very dark and creepy.
No, I find that in a lot of sci-fi and fantasy tales, there's this, miraculous energy source,
That's super
changes
not
everyone's
good.
woes. And yeah, it's souls or it's something else. And people say, well, it's infinite. It'll go on forever. It's clean. It's perfect. Nothing will go wrong. And then, whoops.
Boy, I need to get you to play Prey at some point. I think you will love that game. Let's
So
see.
this looks like a goat creature. Did you see it back there?
I just assumed it was kind of the same as the last one. No,
No,
you're right.
whoa. It has a long head. Or like a long neck.
Dang.
But a head at the end of that immensely long neck. And it was still wearing a little bell.
You got to imagine some of this is influenced by the outside world, considering these, like, weird mountain man gremlins. Hey, over here! I can't get to you from here. You have to make it on your own. Hurry, okay? I don't like these earthquakes one bit.
Oh, he's at the stamp station.
Let me guess.
Big statue of that critter. Whoop.
Minor Krampus.
Krampus?
Tentacled Archfiend of the beginner dungeon.
It looks like we have to drop that on his head.
Yep. Well, this is kind of a fun bonus, or a fun little boss fight. The Krampus mask is a little silly looking.
Yeah, and those would attack you if you stay under. Okay.
Yep. Dude's just like, what is she
But he's
doing?
most definitely made of that stuff. Can you attack those?
Yes. Yeah, I just have to make sure that they don't block my path.
Watch out. Ooh.
Plunked him.
Oh, now you have to hit him in the face.
Yeah, it's still a mask, though, I think.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that's his actual face. Louisa, get moving right now. Snap out of it. This whole place is coming down. Go, go.
Can you run?
I think this is max speed for me.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The drama's pretty good for a beginner dungeon. But I guess the point is something's actually going wrong.
And can you make it in time? Ah!
Your stamp book. The dungeon won't let you out without a stamp. Give me your stamp book now.
Beginner's dungeon. Except what if the beginner's dungeon is gone for good?
Oh.
Yep, sun enemies are protected by regenerating magical shields indicated by additional green above them. Well then.
That's a good hook.
Goodness, Fraulein! We gave us all quite the scare. Yeah, what happened? We know that we're back at the hotel. I remember the dungeon collapsing. Klaus brought you here after the earthquake. Brought the doctor as well. She gave you a good check, but said you'd be fine. I'll let you get settled in, Fraulein. Do call reception if there's anything you need. Day 1. Oh, evening. I wonder how many days that you spent. Oh, I really like the cell shading in this.
Yeah,
It's fun.
the cell shading with a little bit of Ben-Day dots. Even like the Ben-Day dots in the highlights too. I really like it.
And in local news, a minor earthquake was registered in the village of Hinterberg this afternoon. Hinterberg is well known as a hotspot of magic, ever since its 25 dungeons appeared just over 3 years ago. Mayor Karen Wagner gave us the following statement earlier today. So it's Karen Wagner? My experts have assessed the situation and everything is fine, really. The ground shook a little, sure. Unusual things happen in Hinterberg every day. We're restricting access to some of our dungeons while we assess the situation, but so far it appears that there's no property damage and nobody got hurt. There's no way I'm going to go to sleep tonight. I close my eyes, and I see the ground crumbling beneath me, and I'm running for my life. I need a drink. I need a train ticket, and I need to work at a law firm to be a normal person.
Well,
Be a normal person. Okay, so she just wants to give up already because that was too much. That I suppose people think it's all fun and games.
Until it's real.
Yep. The evening air is nice and fresh. The wind carries the roaring song of drunk adventurers. How they can go straight from mortal danger is beyond me. Yep, that's precisely what I was thinking. Rough first day? I mean, she probably understands. Yeah, you could say so. I've seen your stare in a dozen first-timers. Always says the same thing. This was a mistake. Yeah, I think that's fine. I was so looking forward to my holiday here. I don't know what I was thinking. How is any of this even legal? It brings in the big bucks, that's how. You don't mind if I sit? So, you were in the dungeon right when the earthquake hit? Wow, talk about a bad first day.
Top one, probably.
Yeah, because we know that she was standing outside. We actually talked with her before entering. The whole dungeon came crumbling down. I don't think I've ever been so scared. Yeah. I was up on Dauberkogel. It was quite a shake. So, you're not the type who thinks they're invincible. And you don't look like someone who does this kind of thing for social media clout. What exactly did you think you were going to find here? Yeah, I think stuck in a rut's.
Yeah.
She had a, boring day job at a law firm. Yeah. Do you ever feel like you've been doing the smart thing all your life, and it's been getting you nowhere? Nah, can't say that's me. Me, I just kept hearing about this place and thought, this is a big deal. They can turn it into a theme park all they like, but magic in our lifetime? That's huge. I like to be where huge things happen. Look, tomorrow you're going to learn your first spells. Do at least that before you go home. Yeah, that's true. There's something primal about engaging with magic. It centers you. No offense, but you look like you can use some centering. Give it another day or two. Believe me, you're missing out if you don't. The cinema shows a different movie every night. Each movie gives you a nice boost to a particular stat.
On your first watch. So this is very Persona then, in its organization, kind of, sort of. Or more.
I slept deeply tonight. Deeper than in a long time. Usually my dreams are about me being me. Me at university. Me at the office. Me listening to my flatmate Carol going on about her day. Tonight, I didn't dream at all. I was just not there. I feel so rested. I booked this. I paid for it. Some part of me thought I needed it. I'm going to listen to this part of me for a change. See what comes of it. Well, look who hasn't packed her bags yet. I decide I'm not going back to being a lawyer for a little longer. Glad to hear it. There's a dungeon up on Dauberkogel that's perfect for first-time spellcasting. Let me mark it on your map. Take the cable car up to the mountain. Then it's a short hike. A couple monsters, a few puzzles. Nothing you can't handle. You'll let me know how it goes, yeah? New quest starting out. Do you want to go to Dauberkogel?
Dauberkogel.
I also would have liked to have explored the town, but yeah.
We'll get there when we get there.
Because how many Hinterbucks did you have?
Like 2,000, give or take.
Would that have been enough for anything?
I don't want to make that decision until I know what I like.
I suppose trying out magic first. Because it did seem like it was very fighting focused or magic focused. Wait, there's a kitty land here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of grim if you think about it. I don't know if they'd allow kids into dungeons, but imagine if their parents left them behind here while they went into dungeons. Oh no. This is a pretty extensive map.
Yeah, and this is just this region. Here.
I think they're a guy with a ponytail.
Yeah. I already completed 3 out of 7 dungeons on Doberkogel. I'm hoping to find this 4th today. So, abandoned mineshaft. Like, cool.
Kitty land, and look, it has a little kobold on it. Well met, Slayer. Welcome to Doberkogel, where the Tatzelworm burrows. What is this place? This is our kids area. Never too early to start training, if you want to be a pro. Oh, they start them young, just like in Pokemon or other things. Yep. I was always so surprised as a kid.
Yeah,
and it's
you're
like
10-year-olds. 10-year-olds. Yeah, just go walking around the country. Don't worry, nothing's going to happen to you. Here's a super-powered animal to help you. Eventually, you'll fight God. What?
People take their families here? I know, isn't it great? Fresh mountain air, physical exercise, and the little ones get so excited when they see a perch. Wait, this is your first day? We can say that. It's my first day out here. I did the beginner dungeon yesterday. Whoa, so you haven't done any spellcasting yet? This is so exciting. You have to head down that trail. It's really just a short hike until the skill shrine. A skill shrine? What's that? It's where you get your powers for this area. Real life magic powers. Hey, if it's your first day up here, let me give you a couple of my health potions. I'll be working all day anyway. Small HP potions.
Okay, assign you to a quick slot.
Have fun, yeah? This is going to be so cool. Okay, what's in Kittyland?
Training dummies.
Little swords.
Extra...
helmets.
Yeah, extra helmets, some other things. Kind of a basic kitty area.
Yeah, it's just for them to hack and slash at fake kobolds.
Yeah.
Which, once again, is just alarming. Here, kids, let's teach you how to kill magical monsters.
On the flip side, if you lived in an area that actually was beset by creatures, because these are out of the dungeon.
Yeah, that's true. My question is, what did they say that this only appeared so many years ago?
3.
3 years ago, so it's brand new. You think there would be historians and such crawling all over this place?
Yeah.
You look new. Are you heading to the skill shrine? Have fun. Using magic for the first time is one of the best moments of my life. Like all the plants.
I do like this form of modern fantasy and their kind of expression of it.
Notice how they were talking about selfies and social media and such. It's kind of a commentary on, how would people react to this phenomenon? And of course they turn it into a way to make money. Notice how that, how the one girl that we were talking with specifically mentioned that, it's business.
Yep.
Oh, hey, this guy looks like a scientist.
Parched, Pitzel, Nix. Blutschnack, Blutschink, Blautschink.
Oh, I like the bless. Bless you.
Oh, and you, my friend. Bless you, too. Pitzel, Parched, Hoben Gorse.
This is the skill shrine, right? I was told I'd get some magic spells somewhere around here.
It most certainly is.
So, what exactly are you doing here?
Prodding the shrine.
Prodding?
It's what we do in science when we don't quite have the faintest idea what's going on. The monsters here all take the shape of alpine mythological creatures. So I'm shouting their names at the top of my lungs to see if that does anything at all.
Notice how there's a goo next to him?
Yes.
So notice how he says they take the forms of mythological creatures. And notice how you said that this goo was wearing masks?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just extracting what
People's
people's
subconscious-
perceptions,
yeah.
like what they think mythological creatures are. It probably is alien or
I'm gonna go back to that, like, no, it's probably
or something
magic.
really ancient.
But yeah, it's probably some ancient magic that is reaching out to people and touching them subconsciously, kind of as like a weird symbiotic parasitic thing that's only gonna get worse as it spreads and gets stronger. But I'm gonna go back to the comparisons with Persona are there too, because Persona, like all the enemies, are based on human subconscious.
And
anyway.
yeah, watch as people are incorporating it into their bodies to use as health and other things. Oh, wouldn't that be dark? If there's ever a game where the more you require the goo to heal as opposed to your own health potions,
Yeah.
it determines just how much monster you are at the end. And with, like, let's go say you face this final creature and the creature is like, well, you know, now you are under my thrall because you're over 50% my brood. What?
That's prey.
It is?
Kind of. Not the end boss exactly, but that is 100% prey.
So imagine if throughout the game you have to make a conscious effort,
That's
to
prey.
avoid damage.
Okay,
fine.
Not the damage exactly, but that is very prey.
Okay. So you can go on to the next one. Can you tell me more about these shrines? What do they do?
The shrines. They're points of convergence. Nexuses where the conduits of magical energy run together and give people spells and whatnot. The spells are different in every area around Hinterberg. They only work in the area you received them. This shrine, for instance, it will give you magic spells that you can only use in Dobrkogel.
So how exactly do I pick up spells from this thing?
Oh, that part's quite simple. You'll want to position yourself 2 or 3 meters from the shrine. You gaze at it deeply as you would into an abyss. You focus, and then it just happens.
That's it? It just... Wrecking ball.
Aim and release to cast the wrecking ball. Press it again to detonate it. May be quite handy. Also, ball and chain. Send out a metal ball attached to a chain. Second press will pull it back in again. Yes, it just happens. Now I suggest you explore using your new magic skills. Prod them, if you will. It might be useful in ways you'd never expect.
You seem to have just have this all... have this all figured out. Want to come with and join me on this dungeon?
Haha, heavens no. My studies aren't nearly advanced enough to attempt a dungeon.
I think he wants you to, clobber that.
Oh, no, wrong one.
Breakable boulders. Oops.
Excuse me, sir. It must be, like, touching it directly. There we go.
There you go. Were there any other paths up there or no? Did you damage yourself?
Nope.
Okay.
No, my health actually went up by a smidge for reasons. But I don't see any other paths at the moment.
No, okay. That's just that. Oh. HP refilled. No! You used one of the globs.
I will go. Abandoned mine shaft. Yeah, so the one guy said there was what? Did he say 4 out of 7 dungeons or 3 out of 4 dungeons?
Weren't there 25 dungeons?
Yeah, but he said there was certain some amount that is.
Was he complete 7 out of how many here?
It was something. There was like a 3, 4, or 7 kind of in the mix. That's all I remember. Oh.
Koboldine. So an interesting herb. Wait, was that a cow?
Yeah. There's cows just hanging out.
Yeah, cows. Cows everywhere, actually. Nope. Best to leave the cows alone.
That's freaky spiders on the other side. The cows are colluding with the spiders. Oh, you can fast travel. Well, that's nice.
Whoa. Okay.
Oops, retracted too early.
Maybe need to get closer.
I think I have to do it from up above on the right.
Yep. And that'll let the log down. Those magic skills sure are something. Hey, have you tried using the ball and chain? Spell on those green slimy things yet? Turns out that you can pull on them.
Thank you, tutorial lady.
How cool is that? She's not equipped with anything. Unless everyone just relies on their magic here as opposed to swords.
Maybe.
Whoa, that one's large.
Okay, in combat, your magic abilities cost MP. Green bar on the top shows how much MP you have left. MP regenerates when you hit monsters with your sword. Particularly heavy attacks.
Oh, he's gonna have a swipe. Oh, wow.
None of that, big lad. Oh,
yeah,
you
definitely
can
more
knock
of
him
an
down.
Etna or a troll.
Yeah, he does kind of have a trollish vibe to him.
Oh, what's that? Is that
Probably
magic?
Magic? Yeah, filled my MP. This might be one of those games that I buy the soundtrack for. It has a... Oh, there's an upper path there.
There's a watchtower of some sort.
Yeah, let's go check it out. It has a sense of place to it.
Oh, treasure chest.
Oh, with more potions. Wonder if there's an upper limit on those.
Mm-hmm. Probably 10 or something. I don't know. Now, what's that to the right?
Well, I can climb it.
Just globules, but...
As we'll refill for a hot second, but I want to go check this little area. Yeah, random loot.
Ah, and you get to see the little... What do they refer to them as?
Gondolas?
Huh?
Gondolas.
Oh, just the gondolas?
Yeah. I 100% would love to go back to the Alps again.
I've never been.
When I was a kid, we went there once. The gondola ride up was amazing, but you get to the top and we were not prepared because it was summer and we didn't bring our winter gear.
Oh, of course.
And so we get to the top and there's like a nice little lodge area, but we don't have coats. I don't even know if we had hoodies. And like, I was kind of fine with it because I'm a warm boy, but my brother was freezing. And so we walked outside, was like, oh, this is cool. And then said, but we're not staying here.
No, I may have been on one once, but it was actually in California. I'm trying to think of where. There's this mountain out in the southwest where it boasts that it has all biomes on it at once, with the exception of maybe tropical.
Whoa, that was smart. I think I'm going to stay here and practice my magic skills some more. Watching you, it's obvious I got to train more before I go into another dungeon. I guess he was probably...
But I think it had a way up.
Yeah. Well,
And it was definitely one of those situations where at the bottom it's desert and at the top it's...
freezing.
Yeah, freezing tundra.
I climbed one of those mountains in California where you start and it's like warm and sweaty and miserable. Then you get to the top and it's covered in snow and we were backpacking and the switch was stark. But the problem is it had snowed recently, so we also didn't know where the trail was, which kind of sucks.
The abandoned, is that the first of the dungeons?
Abandoned mineshaft dungeon. It's a difficulty 1 dungeon.
Number 1. An otherworldly heat emanates from this portal. Am I really ready to do this? Looks like these signs tell slayers how tough the monsters are in each dungeon. 1. All right, let's give this a try.
I think it's an Oh no, maybe it is 1.
Yeah, down at the bottom it says 1. I think it's the different text.
I wasn't sure if she was saying like, all right. Because there was the ... But you're right, it probably was a 1. I was just reading that she was still a little,
Oh, mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Badger.
There are 4 social stats of renown, or in town.
What was that? Sorry?
There were 4 social stats. So you might actually
Yeah, we
develop
can check it
relationships.
while we're here. Yeah, I think you do.
Oh,
make bonds
amusement,
with people.
familiarity, and relaxation.
Our renown's up to 10.
Oh, probably because people are going, whoa, you
Map
went
not
into the dungeon
available.
during the earthquake.
Equipment and log. And then there's also the stamp book. Yeah, so beginner's dungeon, abandoned mineshaft, which we're doing now, giant cavern, jelly tunnels, ancient tree, glacial galaxy, minecart workshop, water lily river, overgrown cave, snowflake slalom, tasselworm's lair, mushroom isles. Oh, and you can also see where they are.
Prison Keep Island, Desolate Castle, the Lighthouse Reef, the Old Quarry.
Yeah, so
Shredding facility.
Beneath each of them, it also says like what region they're in. So shredding facilities in Doberkogel.
Oh, but so that means you do each of them a little bit piecemeal until you get to the next difficulty.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to bounce around a little bit. But yeah, I hope this does have somewhat of a social link system so you're not just talking with people. I mean, there was the thing about your stats go up if you watch a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe you should do more things in town, too. I mean, I hope that you're given the... Ooh, eyes. Creepy.
I like it.
Uh-oh. Ah, good job. Knocked them into it.
Ow. Yeah, I really like this music. We just finally got a record player.
Yeah.
And
It's working great.
now I'm in this kind of like mental state of like, whenever I play a game, I have to make a mental note of like, do I obsess over the idea of potentially finding a,
Oh, there you go.
Yep. Do I obsess over the idea of potentially getting this on vinyl at some point? Because I don't have the best memory for certain things. Like, a lot of details do stick in my head, but some don't. And so, I see.
I think you need to find another...
Nah.
Oh, I see. Just leave it there. Is there a queue for this dungeon? You standing in line?
Actually, I'm working, thank you. I'm writing a piece on the slaying fad for Crooked magazine. You probably heard of it.
So you're not venturing on?
Not unless my editor pays me extra. But hey, if you're going deeper, I could really use a first-hand account.
Oh boy. You really want to do that one? You want me to do your work for you?
How about you'll get a quote in the centerpiece of next month's Crooked? Sound wild? I hang out at the Krampus bar most nights, you know, for research, not because I like the place. Stop by if you have time.
Oh, so maybe you can tell them
Social
your
link.
stories?
Yeah. That's my bet. It is interesting how a lot of people so far seem wildly unprepared compared to Louisa, who is a complete newbie.
I mean, she's been dreaming about this ever since she was a child.
Somewhat. I think she's just been dreaming about adventure.
Oh, adventure. Okay, yeah, you're right. If this only occurred 3 years ago,
Yeah.
she wasn't a child then. Ooh,
Gross.
slime?
I suppose so.
Yeah, but it looks like you have to be in peak physical condition for this. You can't
True.
just be a hobbyist if they have you doing this climbing with no gear.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I think, though, like, if we were in this position where it's like, hey, there's this, like, cool dungeon, like, magical dungeon town that you can go to, I'd probably, and, like, we were planning on going, which we probably would.
I think that it would be interesting to experience casting magic and stuff, but I don't know if I'd actually want to go into the dungeons and such.
I think it depends on the risks, but if it's one of those where it's like, yeah, you're probably going to be fine.
Well, the other thing, too, is in games when they're like, oh, you know, you lost 10 HP. What does that translate to in real life injuries?
True, but there are health potions that heal you back up again.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've definitely seen and read stories of people using these worlds as entertainment, and more often than not, some people do come to violent ends. I'm actually surprised that, like what Louisa was saying at the beginning, how is this even legal? I don't know how this would be unless you had trained professionals accompanying everyone with every single dive. Oh, it's putting his head in the ground. Okay, so if this popped up in real life, I think the government would shut it down and it would just be, there might be a little gift shop or something outside of town where people might show you odds and curiosities and stuff. But I think scientists would be really studying this. You know, obviously militaries would be looking for applications for this goo.
True.
As like, you know.
Yeah, it wouldn't be this casual.
No, I don't think that people would just open it up to tourism. Think of things like Area 51 and stuff. That's what this would become.
Oh.
Whoa, minecart time.
This is dangerous. Actually, fine.
And the thing is, if you had stopped that way, you would have hit your head, and that would have been terrible. For instance, why has no one built this up? Or is it because it's in the dungeon, people can't?
You might not be able to.
Mm-hmm. So, repairing ladders, for instance. Is everything just frozen in time?
Or it resets. Like, it could be one of those where... it could be one of those where, like, anything that you do in one of these resets on, like, a daily basis. Sneaky.
Oh, or don't tell me you're going in an endless loop. Oh, did you actually lean to change directions? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I can lean the cart and change the direction.
Oh, okay, that's fun. Oh, no. Yeah, you don't want to take damage.
I got health potions, but...
Whoa, this is really fast.
Holy shit, I died.
Was it considered a death?
No.
No, that is considered a death.
I mean, sort of.
Your HP went to 0. Look at that.
Damn. I'm very glad that there's not a greater kill animation. There we go. Kind of
well
awkward
then.
that she herself is blocking my ability to see where to go and Holy
What?
shit. Okay.
How more people
I'm changing my mind on this whole, yeah, this would be cool. I could do this.
No.
With some preparation. Now it is, no, I solidly would not. I would die. We would both die. She should be dead.
Well, she would have, actually.
A couple of times there. But if you mysteriously respawned, would you do it?
You know how there are folks that go, you know, I've died a couple times. It's okay. I don't know. So you have to change that around. Yeah. Oh, are you trapped? Or is there there's a way to turn that? So you have to jump in the cart.
Yeah. This is cool.
Yeah, puzzles.
I was worried that this was mostly going to just be a fighty game. But I'm... Oh.
Oh, wait, is that the portal?
Oh.
Yeah, is that the way out of the dungeon? Oh, oh man. Is she a banshee of some sort? She's a mine pick and a lantern. Oh, ouch. Maybe you have to use the ball and chain to bring her down. Or you just attack.
I'm glad it gives me warnings about them. Mm-hmm. So it does feel like they home in a little.
Oh, there's kobolds. Out of stamina.
Oh.
Yeah, I would actually attest to the fact that the mine shaft is probably just as dangerous, if not more so, than these creatures. And that, particularly that jump where you come off the mine cart and have to grab onto the wall over the trench, the abyss.
Boop.
Stamp station.
So that, well, was that installed by the people? Probably.
Right.
So I guess maybe they are permanent. I don't know, man.
Yeah, because the stamp station in this platform most definitely would be.
I like the freeze frame of the Technicolor Wonder as we transfer.
So the mushrooms have to be somewhere else.
Yeah. I think it's just a loading screen.
Mm-hmm. I never like it when loading screens give future things away, but at the same time, it makes you go, ooh, I want to go there.
As long as it's not something major, I don't mind.
Mm-hmm. So, how was it? Yep, dangerous and scary. Scary. Did you know that people bring their kids here? I thought about that a lot when I was hanging from the ledge over an abyss. And the spell casting? My skin is still tingling. I hope the feeling won't go away anytime soon. I've never felt so focused. Like every piece of me did exactly what I was supposed to be doing. I know, it's something else, huh? Yeah, it is. Are you going to explore the village tonight? Yeah. I'll take a stroll. It's about time I have a look around. If I know Hinterberg, it's that you've met a few people by now. Go have a look around. See if you run into any of them. It's not just the place like Hinterberg that attracts a lot of people you wouldn't normally meet. A lot of them will also help you in many ways, if you spend time with them. I've seen the big journals sticking out of your backpack. Give me that for a second, will ya? There. I added some notes and different folks around here. And now, they might be helpful to you.
How they might be helpful
and how they might be helpful to you. Okay. Oh, Albert.
Ooh.
Danny, a young pro slayer. Alex, just the best. Dog, mostly German Shepherd. Okay. Gertrude, Henning. Hannah, weaponsmith. Jay, another pro slayer DJ from East Asia. Klaus, Marina, Kai, a German influencer. Julian, local serial entrepreneur.
We met Kai. He was the dude that was reprimanded for...
Oh, that guy, the one with the blonde hair.
Yeah, we have met him, in fact. Mm-hmm. We just don't know his name.
Renaud. Not much is known about him, but he can slay with the best of them. Yeah, some of these people, look at the swords on their backs.
Yep.
Pro slayer with a love for the celebrity lifestyle. Thea, local teenager. Travis. Ooh. Yeah,
Thea unlocked locked treasure chests.
Oh, so those are the perks that they can give you?
Yeah.
Just for having relationships with them. Okay.
Yep. Wow, Gertrude. Big money.
Mm-hmm.
Help find a hidden dungeon. Dog.
Dog. Wait, that's no way to make friends. I wonder what that meant.
It's probably ulterior motive.
Thanks. I'll have a look at those. Don't get me wrong. You should really hang out with whoever you find interesting. There's so many interesting people here. Way more than you can fit into one vacation. I think that's a hint, isn't it?
Yep.
You have to pick and choose. The notes are just there in case you're undecided or stuck. Do with them what you will. Yep.
You can now
Relationship
look
with
up,
Alex is
really?
improved.
Let's see. Look up relationship perks that you get from hanging out with people.
One more thing. The shops around here don't stay open all night. You should make sure that you get your shopping done before you go out and party. There's a pharmacy down near the main square. They're handing out free potions today. Here, let me mark it on your map.
So the arrows are transfer so you don't have to walk down the street. You just instant transfer.
I gotta run. Catch up again soon, okay?
Okay.
Morning, noon, evening, and night.
Yep.
Yeah, so time passes when you start an activity like going into a dungeon or hanging out with a fellow slayer. Always plan ahead for tomorrow's adventure and hit the shops before starting an evening activity.
Okay, so
So I assume hitting the shops doesn't pass time.
No.
Oh, look at the poster on the left. Can you go back? For a better future because we deserve it. Is that the mayor?
Yep.
Reggio shop. Dort kauf ich ein.
If we go back to the map. What is here? We just want to go back.
Oh, the apothecary.
Yep.
Apothec?
Okay, promotional potion. Medium. Oh boy, potions are
Expensive?
oh.
Usually you're given enough resources in the midst of battle. I would say for the early dungeons you should be okay, but who knows
Yeah,
about
I'm not
later.
too worried. What is that? Kitchen wort, main square, side street, boat rental. Albert, flowers and gifts, supermarket, souvenir shops.
I am curious about what's in the souvenir shop, but
I want to head
and you do
for
get to see everyone.
gear and more. Yep. So we can find people to go hang out with. I'm gonna go look for a weapon though.
Hinterbank. Or Hinterbank. A church.
This is the tourist area. And then we can take a look at the journal and figure out who we want to hang out with.
Spellbound Smithy. Yeah, summer sale.
I don't think Hannah's here for us to interact with yet, though. Okay, so if I look at this, armor, swords. So,
A little bit more expensive. We'll just have to keep with what we have so far.
yeah.
Also, some of the people that you can befriend might give you some interesting gear.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
I can
know.
also sell... Oh, only equipment.
You might use the cobalt parts and stuff to make things with someone else.
Maybe, or sell them somewhere. So there's Sam, Danny. I guess let's,
I'd like to
people.
look at all the shops first, and then we can go talk to folks.
I guess.
Wait, an HP slot?
Yeah, it's the bars.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that?
Spa.
I think we'll leave the spa for later.
The spa might mean the relaxation.
Well, it's like the movie theater. You probably spend an activity, like activity time there, and you gain stats, which could actually be useful. but-
Krampus, Beauty and the Purse. Nobody says I have to be social all the time. One of these nights, I could just watch a movie by myself. But I just arrived. I should heed Alex's advice and find people to hang out with.
I think those are the local teens, question mark.
There's a little
It
timer
looks
above
like-
their heads.
Yeah,
so
because time will pass. I think it might also be one of those where you actually get to hang out with multiple people simultaneously too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we can buy cheaper stuff at the vending machine.
HP snacks.
And these are probably for people.
Yeah. Different bouquets, bags of nuts and stuff.
Might boost your friendship with them.
Walkie-talkies.
Gifts.
Grid
to give
puzzle,
to people.
sleeping mask, comic book, lighter.
Yeah. So you give these people, it'll probably boost your friendship with them. So you can do another hangout.
History book. Huh.
Okay. So I think that's pretty much all the shops, actually.
So do you want to meet some new people? Why don't we go down to the bar, because either we have the reporter, or is it Jay or someone else there?
I just want to look around for a hot second just to see who we have. Who's worth it. Because, yeah, Gertrude would get us good equipment early. Let's see.
Attack conduits. I wonder what those are.
Yeah, I'm thinking Hannah's up on the list.
A rare attack conduit with Henning.
Oh, I see. But that's... so weapons have slots, so I'm assuming they're like little accessories that you put in.
Additional stamina, additional conduits.
Better prices when selling items. So Julian might also be a good idea. Thea. Open lock treasure chest. Could be useful, could be meaningless. But I guess it doesn't really matter because we're about to end this video and...
Yeah, why don't we just talk to some folks?
I'm thinking we go hang out with Thea and David, since they're two different people simultaneously.
I mean,
that we can potentially hang out with. They had one symbol above them.
Oh, okay.
Unless... Those are the local teams. We could also go here since I think these are like experienced slayers.
Oh, those are the experienced slayers. I wouldn't mind seeing what they're, because look, each of them has that's amusement, but if you go to them, go down.
Yeah.
They said, I think, multiple stats.
Yeah, renown, relaxation, familiarity, and amusement. So I think I can just travel too. Wow, that's fast.
I'm kind of curious about what the experienced slayers know.
Yeah, sure. We can go talk to them. If we're lucky, maybe we get to hang out with both of them.
Oh, are they here? The brochure mentioned this place, a campfire where adventurers hang out and trade stories and tips. It sounds like they're discussing the difficulty levels of dungeons. The shops are going to close soon. Do I have everything I need for tomorrow? I could spend the evening here. It might not be the right place to really get to know someone, but hanging out at the campfire will slightly deepen my relationships with everyone here. It'll also slightly increase my renown, relaxation, familiarity, and amusement. So, essentially, she's saying that
we can't hang out with these people, but it will boost my
all the other stats. So you actually want to do one of the more specialized things.
Yeah.
Where was the bar with the Travis?
Travis is there. We've already talked to Travis. Let's go talk to the teens because we have yet to meet them.
Okay. Sure.
And this might be both of them. B4.
Miss, C3.
Miss, wait, hit? B4.
David, you just said that.
What are you two doing?
What does it look like?
Yeah, you're playing a game. Looks like you're playing a board game with spellcasting. That's so cool.
You know how there's no cell reception in Hinterberg, right? What with the magic interference?
David can't play his online games, okay? Can you, mind your own business now? The shops are going to close soon. Do I have everything I need for tomorrow? Local kids. Growing up in a place like this must be something else. Hearing their stories would increase my familiarity with Hinterberg.
Check relationship rewards. So Thea... David doesn't seem to be...
He's not listed?
Yeah. I still think it's kind of worth it. But we don't have to.
Yeah, we don't need photo mode with Travis.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I haven't seen Julian. I haven't seen Kai. Like, some of these characters are not available. So it's really, do we want to hang out with
It'd be nice to know the blacksmith, right? Or that's the
she's
magic
not
workshop.
currently
She's not
available.
there. Ah.
Yeah, so we would be able to get Marina for a dodge stamina increase. Or we could get extra MP with Albert.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the thing is, she just kind of told you off, but...
I mean, they'd warm up. But yeah, if we check the rest of the map, we can hang out with Travis, the teens, Albert, or Danny. Or Marina, sorry. Let's do the teens.
Okay. You mind if I sit and watch?
Sure.
An evening in Hinterberg.
Do you always just poke your nose into other people's business like that?
I just thought it'd be really cool that you're using magic to play your game. Look, if you mind, I'll go away.
Nah, that's cool.
It's not like we get any privacy anyways.
And David keeps trying to sink his own ships for fun. So, you're the kind of weirdo who thinks their vacation will be more authentic if they hang out with the locals. Is that it?
Busted.
Busted.
Yeah, I thought so.
Don't sweat it.
You're not even the first this week.
You, got any questions or anything?
Yeah, has it changed? Yeah, that'd be an interesting question. It's been like 3 years since all the tourists arrived, right? What's it been like since then?
You want to take a wild guess?
Oh, wait, what?
Excuse me.
Closest public bathroom is over on Dorfgasse.
Right on. We had tourists here before magic as well. Hiking and skiing mostly.
Right, except now it's 10 times more.
They all think that we're on tour guide duty. Like, go and do your dungeon thing, but this place is where people live.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Biting and true.
Yep. Yeah, I always feel bad for people that live in a locale where it is a tourist town because it pretty much means that even all the local jobs are essentially just service jobs to them.
Yep. When we were in Dubrovnik, like, I believe service jobs were the primary industry. There wasn't a whole lot of anything else you could do. And
Yeah,
most
so
of
it'd
the
just
kids-
be restaurants, the ice cream shops, the museums, the tourist
stuff, yeah.
Yeah. What's living with magic like?
You mean, what's it like being a teenager without a cell phone? Because there's no reception anymore? It couldn't be more exciting.
Yeah, that part sucks. Anything else?
Ever visit the dungeons? You ever go slaying yourselves?
No, thank you.
I like taking hikes sometimes, though. Watch the monsters, you know? Plus, casting spells is kind of sweet.
Whatever.
That's all I got. Thanks, you two.
So, did we enlighten your Hinterberg experience? Make it more magical?
Yeah, a little. I couldn't help but wonder what living here is like. Sorry if I intruded.
That's all right.
If you want to pay us back, you can just stay and referee our game. I think Thea's cheating.
No, I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have learned more. I would have had tons of questions.
Yeah. But I mean, we could do more conversations with them like that.
Sorry, just had a big gulp of tea.
Gulp.
Gulp. I'm welcomed back by the smell of heavy wood and unfamiliar brands of detergent. This room is starting to feel like a home.
So level up familiarity. New skills. HP completed a dungeon, so our max HP goes up. We also get money.
Monster
so
slain
that's
miner's
the perks.
widow. Ooh. Isn't that grim? I can't wait to get into bed. Today was exhausting.
And that's it.
Thank you
That
for
is
playing.
the game.
Thanks for completing our playtest.
Hey. We hope you enjoyed your first few days in Hinterberg and look forward to welcoming you back for more. Look for a demo in June during the next fest, where you get a glimpse of a different area of the game. I don't think I'll be doing that because the game's going to be coming out on July 18th. which is not too far away. But yeah, what a lovely game. It's got a great aesthetic. The music is fun. The dungeons are interesting. The social commentary is reasonably on point. And then also just, it's a fun and neat idea. There's games kind of like it, but this seems a little bit more wholesome in a lot of different ways.
Definitely looking forward to seeing the perspectives of all the other people in town.
Yeah. And also where the plot goes, because clearly something's up.
The goo. It's all the goo.
We'll have to see that when it comes out. So for now, at least, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.